All right, what's going on, y'all? My name is Eric. I'm here in the Texas market. I like teaching people about real estate investing, how to go out there and get financial freedom. You could do it through, and this is how I did it. I did it through real estate investing. So teaching others is something that I like to do. I'm in the Houston market, and you could do this anywhere. The stuff that I teach you guys, it works anywhere. It doesn't matter the city or the state that you're in. You can buy these properties, get them rented out, and get passive income every single month. And people have this thought that you got to have pay cash for these properties. That's not what you need to do. You don't need to pay cash for it. I never pay cash for a property. You don't have to have a license to do this. You don't need a degree. There's nothing illegal about this. And if you want to stick around and learn more, guys, let me know. But this is what I do, and I just love teaching people how to do this because this is what worked for me, right? And I'm only showing you what worked for me. I don't do wholesaling. I don't do fix and flip. I buy properties just like this, okay? Now, I'm on Zillow.com. I go out there and buy properties just like this, and I'm able to get cash flow every single month. So this is what I love teaching people. If you have any questions, put them in the chats. I decided to come on. It's been a while since I've been on. Usually I come on pretty often, but I've been busy lately, so decided to come on in. So if y'all will, if you could tap your screen and show me that you like this information or that you have any questions about real estate, I would really appreciate it because that brings more people into the room. What city and state are y'all from? Let me know. What city and state are y'all from? And I'll show you there's deals in your area. Okay? But I'm just doing Houston, Texas right now. And again, I pulled up Zillow.com. I'm going to show you there's deals in your area. But just let me see what city and state y'all are from. Okay, so if I don't see anything, I'm just gonna pick a city and state myself. Raleigh, North Carolina. Okay, watch this. Somebody put in Raleigh, North Carolina. So I'm gonna use something that we all know. You can go to Zillow or you can go to Realtor.com, right? But I'm gonna use Realtor.com. Watch this, and I'm gonna show you how to go out there and get these properties, guys. This is not hard to do. The hardest part is working for corporate America and not being happy there and being broke and living check to check. That is actually what most people are doing. And you don't have to if you don't want to. You can make that change. This is what I had to do because I got tired of my situation. And it took me years to figure this out. So let's do Raleigh, North Carolina. But before I get started, guys, what I'm going to ask you to do is please tap your screen because it helps the algorithm, if you will. Now, I'm going to do a range between 50K and let's just say 190K. All right? Let's do 150K. Let me do 200K. I don't know why it's not working. Can y'all tap y'all screens? So as I'm taking my time out to help you guys out, all I ask for you to help me out by tapping your screen. Pretty simple, guys. If you will. If not, people want free information, but hey, it is what it is. I'm already getting questions coming in. No big deal, but I'm going to show you there's houses out in your area. Now, I don't even live, and I've never even been there. But look, I'm going to pull this one up. Watch this. This is Raleigh, North Carolina, okay? And I'm using something as simple as Realtor.com, okay? Look at all these houses that are for sale. And you can turn around and rent these things out and get cash flow every single month, okay? But just look. Now, I'm just going to pick one of these properties. I'm going to pick one of them. Let's see which one I'm going to pick. Let's see here. Who wants me to pick this one? Let me see. I don't see anybody tapping, so let me get out of it. Let me get off of this one because I'm giving free game and information. I don't see if I can't get no support, man, I just can go somewhere else. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? Man, I'm only at 1,000 likes. Man, I guess for somebody from Phoenix, Arizona. Strikingly enough, everybody. All right. So I don't know about this house, but let's take a look at it. I want to see if this makes a good rental property. One thing I don't like about it already that I can see is that it's got a lot of wood. It's not saying that's bad, but man, I like brick. I love brick. I don't even know if I would even look into this property. I don't even know if I would go even any further. It is sitting on a big lot. I like that. Okay. But let's see. Let's see if this will make a good rental property. Now, what I like to do is I like to buy these properties and hold on to them. I'm not a fix and flipper, and I'm not a wholesaler, because you can't get wealth by wholesaling. You're creating another job when you wholesale. I guarantee you that, because once you get rid of the deal, you got to go out and go get another one. How about you set this up one time? All right. How about you set this up one time, and guess what? You get money coming in every single month. Who wants to know more? All you gotta do is tap your screen if you want to show some support. I don't know who wants this information, man, but this is about to be golden for people that want it. All you gotta do is tap your screen. All right. So let's see here. I'm gonna pull up. Let me pull up another city and state. I don't see anybody tapping, so I'm gonna help myself out to help other people out. I don't see a whole lot of participation today. No big deal, because I'm about to go to these other platforms that want this information. So with that being said, I'm gonna go to Austin, Texas. I'm gonna pull up $190,000. I'm only gonna max out at 190. Now this is dependent on depending on how much you can afford. I want to make that clear too, guys. So I'm just gonna put in 190. Okay, if you can afford more, then do that. So yeah, this says 179. Why would it be pre-recorded? It's 7:01. Let me get the doubters out of here and the haters. I don't know why somebody was pre-recorded. All right, so it's 7:01 on today's date, with is April 20th. Somebody's looking kind of milky right now, but look at this house right here. Let's see if this is a deal or not. This was just posted too, looks like, but I want to see something. Man, this might be like a good rental property right here. I don't know. What do y'all think? See, I can't see no inside of these houses, so I don't like looking at stuff like this. I'm not saying it's not a good deal. I like to see stuff that's already showing the inside and the outside. So that's just how I look at properties when I do this, even in my own city. All right. So let's look for another city. Let me think of another city that I can look for, because I know people are thinking there's no deals in their area. I'm on Realtor.com. I'm going to show you there are deals in your area. I'm on Zillow. I'm on Realtor.com. Marshy. I'm on. All right. Let's see here. How many likes do we got? Not a lot of likes. Okay, no big deal. I'll pick my own city and state again. I am known to do that. All right, let's see here. I'm going to pull up Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas. All right, I'm going to show you there's deals out in your area. All right. Ventura, I don't know what Ventura is, but I got to see city and state. I'm going to stop for a second. Give me a city and state, and let's look for a deal in your area. This is just Dallas, Texas, but I want to see some people participating. If you want to, some likes. Austin, Texas. Okay, let's try Austin, Texas. I think we just did Austin, Texas. Seattle. Let's do Seattle. I like Seattle, Washington. Let's try that. Seattle, Washington. Let's try that. But before I move forward, guys, I'm going to ask y'all, tap away, because I'm going to get this screen ready, because I want to show y'all there are deals in your area. Okay? Excuse me. How's everybody doing out there, by the way? How's everybody doing out there? That's what I want to know. Man, let's try Zillow. Let me try Zillow.com. Zillow.com. Let's try a different one. Seattle, Washington. Let's see. All right. Seattle, Washington for sale. Oh, I don't see anything out here. Oh, I do see 3 houses out here. I don't usually use Zillow, so I don't know Zillow very well. But for sale, 150,000. Let's see here. Nah, I kind of don't like this one. I don't like this one. Let me try. Oh, that's why. Let me go up on the price a little bit. Yeah, I don't really like this one. Okay, let me try another city and state. Let's try this one. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go to my favorite. Give me a second. I'm gonna go to my favorite right here. It's taking a second to get up, but I'm gonna do my PropStream. This is my favorite software program. So if all else fails, I always go here anyway. So now let's try Seattle, Washington. All right, we're gonna go straight to it now. And all these deals on here, guys, they're all discounted price. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. This is PropStream. This is in my ebook, by the way. Speaking of ebook, let me show y'all a little, 1 second. Here is my ebook, okay? And all you got to do is click the link in my profile. 3 steps guaranteed financial creation system. Find, fund, and flow. There it is right there. I just created this ebook about a couple weeks ago, okay? I got the hard copy, but I'm out of them actually. But click the link in my profile, and you're going to get some gifts, by the way. You're going to be into my community. But let's go to Seattle, Washington. And this is why I love this. Again, this is my ebook. But I put this in here because this gives you access to all these properties. Look at this. MLS, pre-foreclosures, auctions, bank owns, cash buyers, liens, vacant properties, and high equities. Guys, this right here just takes the guesswork out. Just by simply getting on that platform right here, this software program, you've already got access to money right there. You got access to opportunity and getting into real estate. That's why I put it in my ebook, all right? Now watch this. It even gets better. Because in Seattle, Washington, I'm looking for deals for you. Who's ready for this? Tap your screen if you're ready for this. I'm going to show you there's got to be some deals out here. There's got to be some deals out here, and I'm not going out here paying cash for these properties. I'm not paying cash. I'm leveraging by using other people's money. Seattle, Washington. Let's see here. Give me a second. I'm gonna find something for you. It's hard because it's showing, well, I just found something. I just found something. By the way, there's single families, duplexes, tris, and quads. All right? Look at this. Look at this property. Let me pull out my calculator. Hold on. Because I want y'all to see this. This is bananas. This is bananas. Look at this. I found a condominium, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 448 square foot, okay? $345,000 is what it's worth, and you're only getting it for $11,851. That's not bad, okay? They're not all going to be this cheap, by the way. They're not going to all be this cheap, but this is a condominium. Would I buy this? I don't know what it looks like. I would always go look at the deals and the properties, but the point is, you're buying it below market value, and you got to go buy an investment property. But they'll go out and buy a brand new car that loses value just like that and won't think anything about it. You'll ask me about what the interest rate is or how much it's going to pay, what the down payment is, how I'm going to get it. But nobody asks that when you go out and go get a car that loses value. Think about what I said. All right? So anyway, that was just one deal right there. That was Seattle, Washington. I'm going to go to Realtor.com again. Let's look for some more deals because, guys, I want to tell you, by the end of the day, this is what's important is that if you get into real estate and you do this the right way and get taught right, you can get to financial freedom. All right? Amazingly enough, they don't teach you this in school. They don't teach you this in school because you'd be getting ahead. You'd be financially free. But isn't it amazing that they don't teach this? So I do the buy and hold strategy. By the way, again, I don't do fix and flip and wholesaling. I'm strictly teaching you the buy and hold because I'm showing you how to get passive income and build generational wealth. Now, when I rent my properties out and have tenants in there, I deal with Section 8. And to me, the Section 8 is the best way to go. Section 8 is by far the best way. It's guaranteed income every single month. All right? Do we have any questions out there about real estate? Any questions about real estate? Let me know if I put them in the chats. I'm willing to answer your questions, but again, guys, if you can look behind me too. Like I said, my book is right here. I got it in an ebook format. All you gotta do is click the link. So let me show y'all something. Somebody's asked me about Section 8. Section 8 is a government program. It's to help low-income housing families get properties. So when I rent my properties out, I'm getting paid through the government. I'm not getting paid through the tenant. So my money's coming in guaranteed every single month. All right? If this is like the buy box cartel thing I've seen, I don't have a clue what you're talking about, Big L. If you explain a little bit more, maybe I can. This is just something that I do because I started out in real estate in the early 2000s, and I'm just telling you what my method is and what worked for me. And then I show other people and I teach my students on how to do the same thing. I do workshops. I have a community that you can join. It's free, but this works. And I'm just telling you what I did. All right. What funding do you recommend? Mr. Nice Guy. There's a bunch of different fundings out there. There's a lot of different fundings. One is hard money loans or hard money lending. That's one. Private lending is another. Seller financing. And I go into more details once you get into my work. I do have workshops. I do host those. So you can always look at those and get more ideas and information. Explain how you don't use your money or even your credit. Willie Unmanzor. So when I first started out in real estate, I didn't have any money and I didn't have any credit. So that's a good question. So one way that I got into real estate was I partnered with people that had money and credit. Okay. I ended up over time gaining knowledge and information, and that's what I was able to get in return. And they were able to lend me, or they were able to go buy the properties, leveraging by using their money and their credit while I was doing all the active work involved in it. So that it was a trade-off. So we partnered. That's how I was able to partner with people. Another way you can leverage by using other people's money is something called seller financing. See, seller financing is when somebody's selling a property, instead of going to a bank, you can give the seller and work out a deal between you and him or her and negotiate as far as the interest rates, the monthly payments, the down payment. That's what makes it so good. It's flexible between you and the seller, and the banks aren't involved. So that's another way that I went out there and got my properties. High interest though. Mr. Nice Guy. There is high interest rates, but there are ways to get around that. And I'm going to give you one. One of the ways that I get around that is, one of the things I do is I rent out to something called traveling nurses. And when I rent out to traveling nurses, guess what? I get higher than market rent, okay? This is just one of my strategies. Most of the time I rent out to Section 8. But another thing, when it comes to this high interest rate, I wish I had one of my mortgage statements right now because this is how transparent I am. Let me show y'all something. Matter of fact, if I can find one, I'm going to show y'all something. Somebody made a good point about high interest rates. All right, well, watch this. I'm going to actually show you one of my mortgages right here. But I'm going to wait till y'all tap y'all screen because who else is showing you this? I got a 6.25 interest rate, and I'm going to show you something. People lie. Numbers don't lie. I'm going to actually show you this. So that's a good question, Mr. Nice Guy. Tap your screen. If you tap it enough, I'm going to be so transparent. Nobody else is doing this. But I'm going to wait till we get some likes out here because if people don't understand, interest rate can be a distraction sometimes if you're not careful. Okay? But I'm going to show you this. And what I find funny, well, not funny, but interesting about the mindset of people is that people worry about interest rates on a house, but you never worry about interest rates on a car. The car loses value as soon as you drive it off the lot. But people question about interest rate on a house. When you do this right, you can make money and get cash flow. I had Section 8 properties. They wrecked my properties and had to chase their tenants for 30%. You're right, Mr. Nice Guy. You know why? Because probably because you didn't screen them correctly or you didn't screen them at all. I've been doing Section 8 since the early 2000s. I know exactly what I'm doing. Now, did I have my troubles and issues at the very beginning? Yes. You probably had that issue again because you didn't screen them or you did poor screening process. When you do it correctly, you won't have that problem. Trust me, I've got more than 15 single family houses and I got 2 apartment complexes. If it was as bad as you said it was, I would be out of business by now. And that's nothing against you. It's just, I'm just giving you a reality check. All right, guys, I'm going to wait for y'all to tap your screen. All right. But if not, no big deal because I want to make sure we're all showing this because I'm actually going to show you one of my mortgages. How many people are doing that? All right. How many people are doing that? I got one of my mortgages right here. I'm going to show y'all something. Okay. With that being said, look at this. Let me see if I'm going to show you this. I'm going to flip my screen around. I got to make sure I don't show you all the sensitive information. I don't want to give y'all too much. But look at this. Somebody was asking about interest rate. Okay, I want y'all to put it in the chats. What is the interest rate on my property right here? One of my properties. What is that? Can you tell me what that is? Put it in the chats what that is. Put in the chats what the interest rate is. I'm going to show y'all something because this is real deal right here. I don't know anybody else being that transparent to you. Anybody? I'm going to wait. We should easily have 55 people putting it in the chat. Somebody asked me, I'm giving you information, being totally transparent to let you see the real deal of what's taking place. I'm going to walk you into this. I should see 6.25% all the way through here. I'm going to show y'all some more numbers. Are y'all ready for this? Watch this. On this same mortgage, here's what's important. Let me show you. All right, it gets better. If you look at this, principal, interest, taxes, insurance, watch this. My total payment on this is there right here. Please put that in the chats. Please put that in the chats. This is my total payment, all my expenses. I'm being totally there it is right there. Principal, interest, taxes, insurance, HOA, all my total fees. Total amount due on a monthly basis is this right here. Can you put it in the chat so I can make sure we're all on the same page? I'm showing you. Somebody's asking me, so I'm actually showing you. I find it funny. I come on here and give y'all gaming information and people still don't pay attention. I should charge. All right, so anyway, now, can anybody guess how much I charge on that property? Matter of fact, if you want me to, I will actually show you the property. I will put this property up so you can see. Here's the property that I'm talking about that I charge. This is one of my investment properties, by the way. This is my investment property. Are y'all ready to see the pictures of my property? Well, I want y'all to see this. Here's what I rent this property out. It didn't look like this at the time, okay? But I want you to see this. This is something that I had fixed up. I'm leveraging by using other people's money, okay? Using other people's money. I did have to put some money down, but as you can see, it's already fixed up and ready to go. And I'm renting it out. Take a guess on how much I'm paying a month. I'm charging a month for rent. Just take a guess. Take a guess on how much I charge for rent on this house. Anybody? 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 I'm backing into this to give you my point of view. Somebody asked me about interest rates, and I'm giving totally transparent. $1,800 a month? Nope, a little bit higher. A little bit higher. A little bit higher on that one. All right. 2,000, 1,900. 1,900 is what I'm charging. All right, watch this. Now you asked me about that. That's this same house right here that was $1,090. So let's just say $1,100 a month, just to round it off. Since I'm charging $1,900, I'm charging $1,900 for rent, and all I got to do is get over this amount here. That's my total, my principal, interest, taxes, insurance, HOA. As long as I do that, I'm good. Let's minus the $1,100. Okay? That means I'm getting a cash flow of $800 a month. $800 a month at a 6.2% interest rate, guys. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think I care about the interest rate? See, most people do exactly what you just did, and you pass up on an opportunity, but you'll go slave for somebody else every single day, giving your life away and giving your most valuable asset, which is your time. So sometimes you got to open up your mindset and say, wait a minute, let me look more further into this to see if it's worth it or not. Most people do exactly what you just did. And that's the question that you must ask yourself. Do you want to really give up on an opportunity? That's $800 a month I make on that one house at a 6.2% interest rate, paying all my expenses of $1,100 a month. And I'm charging $1,900. So the difference is $800. Is that a deal? Is that worth buying or not? Let me ask you that now. Is that worth buying even though I'm paying 6.2% interest rate? Anybody? Say yes in the chats or no in the chats. I'm curious before I get out of here. Yes, and that's really the point I want to make, guys. It's just that when you do investments, you got to really know what you're doing and really get a look into it. Because you don't want to pass up on an opportunity that could be a game changer. That could be a life-changing event. That house right there that I bought at 6.2% interest rate, it doesn't matter to me. Because I knew, and I want to let you know something. Investors, we look at what the payment is going to be. And as long as I can make more than what the payment is going to be, I don't care what the interest rate is going to be. Hopefully we understand that. You just missed out on an opportunity. Most people did because they think, oh man, it's high interest rate. $1,100 a month and I can make $1,900 a month and $800 cash flow. It's a winner. Somebody's asking me, do I use management? I don't use management systems on or managers for my single families. For my apartments, yes. For my single families, if you do it the way I teach you, you don't need managers. All right. That's always my point to my clients. All right. Any other questions, guys, about real estate? But that was just one example. Just one of the ways to combat that is, like I said, is you really got to know what you're doing. Look at the whole thing, because sometimes interest rates can be a distraction. Not all the time, but sometimes. And even if I did have to pay, let's say, $1,200 a month, I would rent out to somebody like insurance companies, traveling nurses, to where I can get higher than market rent and still come out ahead. Hopefully that made sense. Did that make sense to everybody? I'm just curious. Did that make sense? Did y'all understand that? I'm just really curious. But good questions, man. Please explain the 1% rule. Oh, okay, John Martin. The 1% rule basically is saying, here's an example of the 1% rule. If you find a house that is $150,000 for sale, or you're buying it for $150,000, you got to at least be able to rent it out for $1,500 a month. All right. And that's just a rule of thumb. That's not a guarantee. That's just a simple rule of thumb. Okay. So don't be so hard stuck on that. But that's just a simple rule of thumb. All right. Hopefully that explained it. I want to share some information with you guys, because I'm going to be honest with you. Not every city is going to be a great city to do investments. Okay. Some cities are better than others, okay? So I'm going to tell you 10 places that I wouldn't recommend buying. Are y'all ready for this? If you're ready for this, please tap your screen, because I'm about to give you some game, because I don't know if y'all want this. I don't know what y'all want, so I just came up with something else just to give y'all some information. If you will, tap your screen, because I want to show you and help you to guide you and go in places where I would not recommend. I saw an article and I want to show you guys this. But tap your screen. Let's run these numbers up real quick. Because like I said, not every place is good. Not every place is good to rent or to do investment properties. Anybody want this? I don't see nobody out. I don't even know if my phone is working. Is my phone working? I guess. Okay. I was just making sure. I'm going to show y'all something. I just found this article not too long ago. I saw one yes. Sean John. Okay, let me show y'all something. Watch this. I'm going to flip my screen around to show you guys, because this is important. Look at this article. It says, I'm a real estate investor. 10 places I would never buy property. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to share this with y'all. Now, these are the 10 places. Now, there's different things involved in that, like location, maybe the school district, crime. But Chicago, Illinois, they're saying that's not a good place to buy. Detroit, Michigan, I already knew that. That's been like that for a while, because, houses are just cheap and it's a very bad area. San Francisco, California, it's extremely high. Baltimore, Maryland. It says right here, Baltimore's high crime rate, so you don't want to buy in high crime rates. New Orleans, Louisiana is another potentially risky investment. Crime rates, so I would never buy a property in a crime-rated area. New York City, New York. St. Louis, Missouri, area that struggles with high crime rates right there. Memphis, Tennessee, poverty rate, so people can't afford anything over there. Washington, D.C., steady over the past year with the average home value at 621. But while that might encourage some investors to buy property, Gore has different takes. Well, everybody, Cleveland, Ohio, okay? These are some of the places, guys, that they say are not very good. And I wouldn't buy in those areas too. So now, where would I buy? I'm going to tell you where I would buy and where I actually buy it. Y'all ready for this? Tap your screen. I got to make sure we get a lot of yeses, guys. I'm only going to be on for a little bit, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to stay on long. I decided to come on real quick to give y'all some gaming information, but if I don't see any participation, I just got to bounce because I don't want to waste my time and I don't want to waste yours, because I'm out here to give y'all some game. But here's somewhere where I would highly recommend, and this is just my opinion, where I would invest in. Texas. I would be investing in Texas because Texas has been known to have lower prices than most other areas like Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin. These are all great places to buy in Texas. Alabama, anywhere down south, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. All these places I would be recommending to rent or buy investment properties, okay? Now, I know people are going to be asking me, hey, Eric, would you buy in your own area even if it's high? It just depends. It just depends in the area and how you're going about finding these properties. That's the key. Would I buy in California? Probably not. California, New York is kind of high. So no, I would not buy there. So I would buy in another location. But it doesn't mean I wouldn't get into investment properties. All right? All right, let's look for another deal in your area before I get out of here. Let's look for another deal in your area before I get out of here. The first person that gives me a city and state within the next 3 seconds. There we go. Lade says Atlanta, Georgia. She didn't say Atlanta, Georgia. She just said GA. So I'm just going to take it as Atlanta, Georgia. But I want to show you something before we get on. If you want to get into a group with like-minded people, and I come in there and I do a little teaching every once in a while. I kind of back off of here. And you want to get my free ebook and you want to join my community, I suggest you click the link in my profile. Okay? It's free. You're going to get my ebook. Guys, this is 3 steps to be able to get into real estate. This is my book. I have it in a hard copy right here, but I'm sold out. So I have it in an ebook format. I had to put it in an ebook format. It's in my link. There you go, like that. This is what it is. There I am. This is my book. 3 simple steps to start getting into creating financial freedom like I did. Okay? It took me years to figure this out. I've been able to simplify it in a better term. And I do workshops. I got a free community. It's free. If you want to get into it, guys, you better jump into it because it won't last long. Because once I fill up, I'm only going to hold a certain amount of people in there. All right, there we go. Let's look up Atlanta, Georgia. Let me look up in Atlanta, Georgia. And I might be on later on tonight, guys. I might come on later on tonight. Just coming out here giving y'all some free game, man, because I know what it was like living check to check and trying to make ends meet. And it was tough. And I got tired of the day-to-day grind. But this is what I did to get past my situation. I was like, man, I'm not going to keep doing this no more. So I buy investment properties, single-family houses, and then I get them rented out, and I rent them out to Section 8. So I get paid income every single month. I'm not dependent on a boss. I'm not dependent on, co-workers or a job or a W-2. It's different for me now. All right, who wants me to look up Atlanta, Georgia? Let's tap the screen. Come on. I don't want to move any further until I know y'all want this gaming information, man. It's free. It's free. It's not bad. I'm going to wait till y'all tap y'all screen as I look for deals real quick. I'm going to help y'all look for something, and I'm doing Atlanta, Georgia. Let me show you a property that I wouldn't buy. I don't care what the price is. Watch this. This house like this, I would not waste my time even getting into a deal like this. Any houses that are burned down like this, I do not touch them. Just letting you know. Yeah, it's only $60,000. Somebody's buying it. I'm just telling you for me, and I tell my students, don't get into anything like that. All right, I would not do it. Let me show you what you should get into. I'm going to show you the ideal property that I do get into. Are y'all ready for this? Tap your screen as I look for a deal for y'all. Tap your screen if you're ready for this information I'm about to give you. because I'm actually going to look for a deal live right now. I'm going to help you look for a deal live right now. Anybody want it? I'm going to wait till we tap. Somebody wholesales. Hey, wholesaling is for not every. I mean, it's not for me. It doesn't mean I don't buy from wholesalers, but not on here I won't. But I bought deals from wholesalers. All right, let's tap the screen. Let's tap the screen as I come through here. I'm going to look for a deal for us. I'm going to look for a single family house, and I want to show you what I look for as an investor when I'm buying properties, okay? I'm going to show you exactly what I look for investment properties. All right? Let me see if y'all ready for this. I don't know if y'all ready because I don't see no taps. I don't know what y'all want, man. Let me see here. I'm going to look for a deal. Atlanta, Georgia. Hold on one second. Let me look. Hold on. I found one. I don't think that's good enough. But let me see. Give me a second. I'm gonna find out a deal, man. Oh, I found one. I found one in Atlanta, Georgia. All right. Before I move forward, though, we got to get those likes up. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna get my screen ready if y'all want this game. I'm tapping. Fingers hurt. All right. That's what I'm talking about. My throat hurts. Isn't that amazing? I'm still giving y'all game. My throat hurts. I'm still giving y'all game. All right, here we go. I found something. I'm going to show you. I found this deal on Realtor.com. Okay, I want to tell you something. Not everything you see on here is going to be a deal. I'm going to show you how to sift, sort, and differentiate to make sure it's a deal or not. Now, this is a nice little small little home. Okay, I like it already. Okay. One thing I like about this property, just looking at the outside, it needs rehab. This is what you call value add, okay? Already I like this one because, again, this is called value add. Let's take a look at it. And I want to know by y'all's opinion, what do y'all think? Do you think this will make a good rental property? Not even looking at the numbers, just looking at the layout, the structure, the cleanliness or dirtiness. Would you want to rent this property out? Now, of course, we're going to get it rehab because I like stuff like this. See how the bad carpet? That's bad. That's okay. Because anything that needs painting or anything or bad looking, that's okay. The worse that it looks, guys, the more discounted price it is, okay? What y'all think? I would fix this thing. This, to me, it looks like a good rental property. Say yes or no in the chats. What do y'all think? I'm curious to know y'all's opinion. Let me know, and then I'll look at the numbers. Okay? I'm going to wait till we get y'all, say something, man. Come on. I see some yeses, nos. What y'all think? Because I'm going to tell you what I think. I think it's a good deal, personally. I'm going to tell you yes, because it is. I'm going to prove it now. I'm going to prove it. Now, in that house, that was in Atlanta, Georgia, because somebody asked for it. Okay? Atlanta, Georgia. Here it is right here. All right. You're going to get this at a discounted price simply because it needs rehab. Now, watch this. It's already been dropped down to $5,000. I guarantee you, if you've seen it drop once, you could get it dropped again. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1260 square foot. Look at that. Almost $170,000. All right. Now, let me go to my favorite software program, which is in my ebook. I showed y'all this earlier. This is in my ebook. All you got to do is click the link in my profile. Okay, and you'll get that for free, and you'll join my community. But I want to look this up more. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1260 square foot built in 1993. The reason why I like this software program is it breaks everything down for me, guys, and it takes the guesswork out of this, okay? So when I got a deal under contract, I can find out immediately how much it's worth. It's worth $220. But guess what? It's for sale for $169,000, almost $170,000. Even if you had to put, let's just say, $30,000 worth of rehab into it, that brings it up at $200,000. Say you had to put $30,000 worth of rehab, because the main thing it needs is carpet and paint, you can tell. Is this a good deal? Put yes or no in the chats. If you had to pay $200,000 for this house, okay, and it's worth $220, is this still a deal, yes or no? Let me know how much your car is worth. You know, when you go out and buy brand new cars and you spend $50,000 or $30,000 and you go get it financed, is it worth it? No, but you'll buy it like this. Think about it. This is what creates wealth right here. This is what creates wealth, not automobiles. And I'm just showing you this stuff works. Who wants to get to financial freedom? Who? I'm just really curious who wants to get to financial freedom. Are you really serious about this, or y'all just? I think a lot of people out here just playing. They not y'all people ain't really serious. But I'll just help those that are really, really serious. And I'll be on later on this evening. Only Linda said yes. She's raising her hand. Willie says yes. Marcel MHW. Darla. Okay, well look. I can only help so many people. I'll be honest with you. I'll only help so many people because only so many people want the help, right? I'm just showing you what I did. That is free. That's free. All you got to do is click the link in my profile and you'll get some other gifts too. You'll find out when you get there, okay? But that's one of the free gifts you get. By the way, the prop stream is in here. All you got to do is read this ebook. It's a good starting point when you're talking about real estate investing. There's that prop stream that I was talking about, okay? It'll bring you right over here. It'll bring you right over here. And you get 7 days free. Man, I don't know who's going to take advantage of this. And that's okay. That's just the way it is sometimes. But I do have free gifts in there. And I have a workshop in there that you'll be able to get to. And just a lot of information to get started. I didn't have all this, so I know what it takes to get started in real estate. All right. I use PropStream. It's great so far. I love it. I love PropStream. It gives you so much information. I think it's one of the best software programs out there right now. In my opinion, it's like the best. There's another one out there called Batch Leads. I don't really like it that much. I've tried it, but it is what it is. Who's new to my live so I can say thank you for joining real quick? Who is new to my live so I can say thank you for joining my live? And if you like this, if you will, please support me and follow. But who's new to my live? Say I am. Mr. All Business says I am. All right. Ward is new. Welcome. Harris Doggan is new. T just got here. All right. La D is I'm returning. All right. Ladybug. P Wags. Sharita. All right. Who else? Tina Thomas. Okay, we got a few people. Now, here's the next step I want to show you. Because I'm not just a talking head out here, who wants to actually see one of my investment properties? So I keep talking about it. How about I break it down just a little bit more so you can get a better understanding and show you what I did and how you can do the same thing. I'm going to actually show you one of my investment properties. If you want to see it, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see one of my investment properties, I'll show it to you, okay? You might have seen this before. I don't know. This is really for the new people. But I'm just showing you how this process works, how I got out of financial debt, how I got out of the matrix, and now I work for me. I don't work for somebody else. I am not working for the man. I don't do that. I'll leave that up to other people, like maybe some of you guys. I'm not having it. You'll get to a point to where you say, man, I'm done with this. All right, so I got enough me, so let me show y'all this. Guys, this is not, you don't need a degree for this and you don't need a license, okay? And you don't have to go to college for this. I'm showing you the simple, fast way to get to where you can get to, but it does take effort. It's not easy, okay? I'm not saying it's easy. It does take work, but it's worth it. Watch this deal, okay? All right, watch this deal. I bought this in 2019. I show this all the time. So if you're one of my returning investors or one of my returning followers on here, you've seen this. This is really for the new people. I say this and clean my screen off because I'm about to show y'all something. I leverage by using other people's money to get this house. I don't go out there and pay cash for this, but look at this home. I bought this in 2019. It needed work bad. Now, at the time, I worked for corporate America when I bought this house, and I had other properties, and I have a family to take care of, okay? And I was still able to get this property and get it rehabbed and rent it out, all right? If you like this information, guys, can you tap your screen? Because I don't know. Sometimes my internet's messing up. Let me know by tapping the screen if this is good so far and if I got good connection before I move on. Are you liking this? Is this bringing you value before I go get started? Tap the screen. Let me see. I don't see no likes coming up. I mean, yes, no. Okay, I guess I got likes. I joined and link. All right, awesome, Daria. And all right. This house, there was a tenant living in here. I don't know why I'm not showing any likes coming up, but I know it's coming up because I'm watching this. But I just want to make sure y'all are still there. But anyway, this house needed a whole lot of rehab work, okay? And I didn't get scared of this. A lot of people turned this house down because of that. I got this at a discounted price because I was dealing with a motivated seller. They were in a situation where they needed to sell it. And I was in a situation where I wanted to buy it below market value. And look, it's got wallpaper, it's got dirty carpet. Your Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America, they're not going to loan on stuff like this. You got to get an investor type of loan. But look at this. This is the type of houses I like. I like getting properties like this, okay? This is where opportunity is. This is where you get equity capture. And this is what I like. And look how the bathroom, this is the master bathroom. This was all busted up. And the tenant was living in here for very cheap, but the landlord wasn't fixing anything, okay? So again, I got this at a good discounted price because he was motivated to sell and the property was in bad shape. Now, I'm going to show you what it looks like afterwards. Are y'all ready for this? Tap your screen. All right. If you're ready and you want to see the after pictures, I'm about to give you some more game and sauce if you want it. If not, this ain't for you, and you can go right back to your cubicle tomorrow and work for somebody else. If you want to work for somebody else, man, I'm not going to lie, this ain't for you. If you love being told what to do, this live ain't for you, man. I'm telling you. I'm just being honest with you. If you love being bossed around and selling when you can take off when you feel like, this ain't for you. Wholesaling is good. All right. Who's ready for the after pictures? Tap your screen. I'm going to show you something because it gets even better. I did not pick up a paintbrush or a screwdriver or a ladder or anything. Look at this house. This was a 3-month rehab. 3 months. Now, I want to make this clear again. I still had a corporate America job because I worked at a chemical plant. So I was working shift work. I have a family to take care of, and I have other properties, and I was still able to get this property, okay? So nobody can tell me there's excuses. Most people just have excuses instead of taking opportunity. Look at this. Is this way better than what it looked like before? Can you imagine renting this house out and getting $800 a month cash flow? I just showed y'all the numbers. Remember earlier on my live? Remember I showed y'all this? This is it right here, remember? Who likes this so far? I mean, this was a game changer. It's all about rinse and repeat. And by the way, everything that I teach you, it works in any city or any state. It doesn't matter, okay? So I'm just trying to show you how you can go out there, be your own boss, get your own time back, spend more time with your loved ones, do what you want, get up when you feel like. You don't have to commute to work in traffic. You don't have to give up your most valuable asset, which is your time. I'm just telling you. Now, this house here, how did I get funding for the deal on this one? I use something called hard money loan. I use hard money lending for this. How did I find the property? Well, I didn't find it myself. Thankfully, I have realtors on my team to help me out, and I teach you how to do the same thing. Okay? I teach you how to do these things, but I teach you in steps, guys, on how to do this because I can't teach you all at once. Okay? And I'm not going to teach you in my live. That's when you come into my community, when you get the free ebook. If you want it, it's game and information in its own. If this is only if you want it, okay? But I always tell people, man, if you want to work until you can't work anymore by working for somebody else, this ain't for you. Now, I got one more gem I want to show you. Are y'all ready for this? Let me know. I got some more game for you. But I gotta see y'all say yes in the chats. I got one more piece of information for you. Well, actually, I got 2 more pieces of information for you if you want it. I need y'all to put yes in the chat. If you want it, man. I don't even know who else is showing you their mortgage statements. I don't know who's telling you what kind of funding I got. Nobody's out there showing you their deals that I'm showing you. And I don't even have 1,000, I don't even have 50,000 likes, and I'm still showing you game. But watch this, it even gets better, because now after you got it fixed up, you need to get it rented out. This is what I like doing. I like renting my properties out and get guaranteed money every single month. I get paid through the government. Watch this. I'm not the only one that thinks like this. But look at all of us as landlords. We rent our properties out to Section 8. We charge $3,500 a month, $3,400 a month, $2,550, $2,700. Look at all this. I'm in here, by the way, on several of them. But the point is, these ain't all mine. But what I want to tell you is that there's other people out there that think like I do, and I think like them. And we're building wealth and getting cash flow every single month. We are our own boss. We do what we want to do. We make it happen. And you can too, by going out, buying properties like this, putting them on this website, and get tenants calling you from Section 8 like that. I'm telling you, this stuff works. You want to get started through me, and you want to learn this game, I'm going to highly recommend you. Come right over here. The first step through me, guys, and to get in contact with me and to get started is right here. And all you got to do is click the link in my profile. Okay? That's how you get started with me. That's free. I don't know. I might be on later, man. I don't know. I'm trying to give out as much game as I can. Do we have any questions about real estate, man? Now, at the end of the day, what I like about real estate is I got my time back. I remember those days of commuting to work and having to drive an hour to go to work every single day, 1 hour drive, just one way. I remember missing seeing my family. My kids were growing up. I got tired of it. I remember getting paid on a Friday, and by Monday I was already broke again. Can anybody relate? Can anybody really relate to that? Do you get to a point to where you're sick and tired of being sick and tired? Do you get to a point to where you drive into the parking lot and you're thinking, man, am I ever going to get out of this rat hole? Am I going to ever get out of this rat race? Can anybody relate? Raise your hand if you can relate to me. Can anybody sit around and say, you know what, I'm getting tired of answering to a boss? Man, I got to call in to work. When you think about it, it's really like, is this really true? And I'm really investing all my time. We spend more time at work than we do at home. Think about it. Are you licensed or private investment? I'm not licensed. You don't have to be licensed to do this. You do not have to be licensed to do what I'm doing. You don't. But do you need to be educated? Yes. You need to be educated on what you're doing with this. Don't just go out there and try to wing it and try to figure it out. That's a dangerous mistake. And I actually made that mistake when I first started out. All right. This is all do you want to know why I give so much free game? I'm going to show y'all something because this is important. Before I get out of here, I want to show y'all something. I just remember in the early 2000s, I show this every once in a while. I just remember in the early 2000s, I was starting out in real estate, and I said to myself, man, this is hard stuff. There's not a lot of information out there. This guy was my first mentor. I don't know if y'all remember him. His name is Carlton Sheets. He was big in the 90s. He was the biggest guru back then. I spent about 100 and, let me find the other thing. There it is. I had some DVDs and CDs to go with it. Watch this. I invested in this. All right, I invested in this, and this was about in 1997, that was about $197 or something like that. And this is more like, this is not fix and flip and wholesale, and this is subject to. But I didn't really like that. Another thing I didn't like about that was he was in Indiana. And I decided, man, I says, you know what? When I become better at this and I am able to grow my business, I want to teach other people how to do that. It's amazing when you think about stuff and if you really implement it and think about it hard enough, it can come into fruition. Watch this. I want to show y'all something. I never in a million years thought that I'd have enough houses and apartments to where I'd be able to teach a group of people in the city that I live in. I never thought this. I joined a community. I had to pay for it, but I joined it and I started to really, really get better and good at it. And then finally, people wanted me to teach them on how to do investment properties. And watch this. So finally, I end up having, at this point, I had a lot of single family houses. And I was growing because I'd gotten also into apartments. But I'm not here to teach apartments. I don't know if y'all can be able to hear this, but I'm going to try to show this the best I can. Watch this.
It's appraised at 117. That's after repair value, okay? He purchased it for $82,300. His equity at that time was $34,700, so almost $35,000. His rehab, actually, that's pretty light at $9,000. Closing costs, after all that said and done, his net equity was almost $17,000. Cash out of pocket, $24,000. So 28% on cash return, you guys.
I never would have thought that people would want me to teach them how to do this. So that was in 2015. But yeah, people wanted me to start teaching them how to do it. So I got the hang of it. I learned more. It wasn't until I got a mentor that I really started to expand and grow my business. But anybody can do this. It really can. And no license required. You don't need a degree or anything like that. But you do need this information. All right? It's very, very important. Do not do what I did. Again, I can't stress this enough. You don't want to try to go out there and wing it and try to figure this stuff out and throw money at it, because that's not going to work, okay? I'm telling you from my mistakes. Don't make the same mistakes I made. So to prevent that and help you out, and if you want to get to financial freedom, here I am live. All you got to do is click this link right here to get started with me, all right? I might be on later on this evening, guys. I'm not sure yet. I got some things I got to take care of, but the point is, if you want to get out of the rat race, if you want to get to financial freedom, the only way you're going to be able to do it is by getting into assets or getting into something else besides corporate America. That's the only way it's going to be able to work. I'm telling you through my experience. You can work more hours. You can work a second job. You can do all those things that I've done. It's not going to get you ahead. It's just going to make you spend faster. Once you start getting assets and you start buying them and they start making money for you, now you've won. Because it's a game and you're going to lose every single time that you only depend on corporate America. Trust me on this. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next live. Have a good one.